Hello, and welcome to Ark Survival Evolved. We are on Valguero today, building a greenhouse. That way I can start taming stuff. I won't do anything in the dark because obviously we can't see nothing. But, just a little heads up, I have done a lot on this character. As you can see, we've taken on Rockwell, we've taken on all the other maps, Scorched Earth, Aberration, the Island. And all those maps are currently set up and actually supplying this character with resources and building material. Most of it right now, unfortunately, is being held by Marco, the Archie, along with pretty much all my other stuff. He's my default storage unit at the moment. We have Ghost here, who will help protect the base, Starscream, who helps me travel around with Solitaire to get to the obelisks and everything, and Solitaire is here to help gather resources and basically collect dinos, do whatever she wants to do. But she does enjoy helping me make stuff. That's why you see her on Minecraft as well. But with that, let's wait till daytime, and plus we have to go to the island to go get some stuff. So if you'll give us a couple of minutes, then we'll be right back and we'll be able to start the build. If you guys want to see the other maps, let me know down below in the comments and I will give you a tour of all the places. But for right now, I'm gonna make my greenhouse, and I also need to make a storage building too, now that I'm thinking about it, because I can't keep using my bird. Alrighty, sorry for the slight delay there. Was discussing things with Solitaire. As you can see, we've got pretty much everything we're going to need to throw this together. Solitaire is actually just clearing out the area where we're putting the greenhouse. And when I build stuff, I do go into fly mode. It's pretty much the only code I ever use. It just makes it easier to deal with buildings that are up top and kind of hard to get to. Today's build is actually designed by another YouTuber named Longstaff. I will link basically a site down below. You'll be able to go see the full tutorial. He's very descriptive, very helpful. On Minecraft, I'm pretty decent at building. On Ark, I need a little bit of help because the mechanics are a little different. I've actually built this so many times now that I've pretty much got it memorized, but I will still be referring to his tutorial to kind of refresh and brush up on things I need to do. First things first is we need to make our octagon, I think it is, which is pretty easy. I've made tons of these, so I know how they work. All you gotta do is just rotate between square and triangle foundations. And then once you have that, you end up with this. Now the next part is a little trickier, because one, you have to be perfectly lined up, and two, there's no snap point. So it's a little difficult. I find that if you keep the square foundation in its basic block form instead of switching it over to brick, it's a little easier to tell where to put this at. But if you notice on the foundations right there, there's that line that goes right about across the middle. That's about where you want this to line up. And like I said, it's a little tricky, but once you get it to start going where you want it to go, then you need to straighten it out. Right now I'm a little crooked, and I gotta fix that. I'm just referring to Aaron's video real quick so that I know its exact location. But it's right along this line, roughly. And straighten out the best you can without having it snap to the bottom. Roughly right about there. Like, you want to center it as well. And you do a double set of these. And stone taps, which I have forgotten. Let me go get those. Oops. And now, stone taps. I'll hook it up to the water later, because I will have to use ghost mode to actually get to water. There's not really any water nearby, so I have to go under the map to connect into water. And plus, when I hook up my irrigation system, my water lines and whatnot, I go underneath the ground to set it all up. That way it just looks nice, it looks neat, the wires are hidden, and it's not that big of a problem. With these foundations in the middle here, you can actually change how they look, like that one right there. You kind of seen for a second it was sideways. I like to have them all point inwards instead of being the sideways look. That's just a preference of mine. I think doing it that way makes it look pretty good. Now once we have this done, we need to add on the stairs, figure out where the front of the greenhouse is going to be. Luckily for me, I've already decided that when I placed the first block. So I need to go and get the stairs, because I have forgotten them. Also, I'm sorry about the thunder in case you can hear it. We have a hurricane coming in, kind of off the coast. Like, it's gonna miss us for the most part. And before we do the stairs, I was checking the video. We need to put these fence foundations all along the outside edge. That way we can get everything to snap correctly. Basically, we're just making extra snap points to make thicker walls or, you know, other little cheaty stuff. It's a nice little build trick that I had temporarily forgotten about. That one's on me. But now we're going to need the stairs, because the stairs will actually snap to the foundation, and then the door frame that we'll put in later will actually snap to the wood foundation for the fence foundation thing that we just put on. It's a neat little trick. You'll see what I mean when we get it all put together. So, stairs, and then pillars. The pillars are pretty easy to do. They just connect to the end of the fence foundations, basically. And you kind of want them to angle out a little bit. Like what that one's doing, you don't want it to be perfectly straight. The only one you fix that for is that one. Next is the wall, and here's why we needed the fence foundations, mostly, is because the wall is actually a double wall, it's not a single wall. So we'll grab our walls here, and we want to connect the first set of walls to the fence foundation itself, not to the stone foundation. That's very important, because if you try to connect them both to the same foundation, they'll break each other. But you'll notice how there's two snap points right here. It's moving back and forth. And you want it on the furthest one forward. That's going to be the fence foundation. Just in case you guys want to, you know, try to build this. And then you flip it. And you do that all the way around. And then the other set of walls will actually snap to the stone foundation. And you'll know you have it right if you're able to double up the walls. Like this one, I think I messed up. That one's good though, but this one I've messed up. So I am going to have to break a wall and try to fix it. Oh, that didn't break. We'll do it this way. See? Now they're doubled up. And you just do that all the way around. Very simple to do. Also, I am going to need to replace that wall I just broke. So I need to find the stone wall. I'm in wood. Stone wall. Stone thatch wood. Alright, so we need crafting, stone, thatch, and wood. Make one wall to replace the one we broke, and then give everything back to the bird. Alrighty. So let me just check the video for Aaron real quick so I remember what I'm doing next. I think it's the composters. Yes, it is the composters next. The composters, or not the composters, the crop plots are pretty easy. You line them up with the wall that is against the triangle foundation. I'm a bit of a perfectionist here, and I do have clipping on, so I can technically shove it through the wall if I wanted to. And I want to get this lined up the best I possibly can. And it does take a second, because there is not really a snap point for these. So let me just get these thrown in here. It is starting to get dark, so I will have to stop building and wait till morning, because I don't have a good light source, and it's starting to get a little hard to see. Luckily, the next set of crop posts are actually going to be on the catwalks I pulled out a second ago. And for those, you want them to connect into the inside wall in between the crop boxes that you've already placed. So we'll grab our catwalks, and we need this to snap to the other wall. Come on. There it goes. We do that all the way around. And then these ones go on here. Again, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. And this is also one of the reasons why I use fly mode. It would be very annoying to try to put pillars here and then build a ladder all the way up. It's nothing like Minecraft. It's just so much easier to be able to hover over top of it and put these in. For those of you who play on a server and your admin won't let you use fly mode strictly for building purposes, which you gotta kind of use the honor system there for that. I feel bad for you, but at the same time you would need to be on a server where everybody agrees that fly mode is only for building purposes, not going around and checking out the map and getting free stuff. I mean, I can see why a lot of people don't do it. And now that it is morning, we have a nice sunrise coming in. I also noticed, where is it? There it is. I also noticed this guy. She is a 150 turtle just roaming around. I may try to tame this later. That is a very strong turtle. Now, Valguero is more of an outpost for me, in case those of you who are wondering. Because the next official map I'm going to be working on is Extinction. And I have my little tech transmitter here, that way it's easier for me to get stuff, so, once I get things more set up, I'll know where to put that. I've got the island and the other map supplying me constantly with stuff, so I'm constantly switching back and forth, but, still kind of dark. Might need to wait till morning. But yeah, no, my next map's going to be Extinction. So I kind of want to get my non-canon map set up, that way I can collect some of their unique dinos. Like, we're on Valguero for the special raptors, the one that do an insane amount of bleed damage and kind of are fuzzy, feathery type of guys. And you need to hatch them from eggs. I currently forget their name. But I want to collect those. And then we'll probably go to Lost Isle or Crystal Isles to get some of their unique dinos set up, picked out. And I don't know where I want to put like my permanent infinite base, the one where all my dinos will eventually go to and all hang out at. I'm really leaning towards that new Nordic map because it looks so good, but I also really like how Crystal Isles looks. I just need to find a place that's large enough for me to build a super base at. Before those maps came out, I thought about Ragnarok, but everybody does Ragnarok, and I really don't want to do Ragnarok simply for that reason alone. So I'm just kind of like setting up little outposts. I've got one on the center already. I built a tree house. I thought it looks kind of cool. And like I said earlier, if you guys want to see the other maps, let me know in the comments. I'll do a tour. You can see all the dinos I've bred and caught and done, done stuff with. The only real issue I had was a while back ago when Ark did that update and it wiped everybody's personal data if you loaded up your game. I had to rebuild Scorched Earth and Aberration because I was transferring stuff between the two. I wasn't really touching the island yet at the time because the island is more for, hey, I need X, Y, and Z transferred over for this, this, and this, because that's where I get most of my tech stuff. So I hadn't touched the island yet, thankfully, but I did lose everything in Scorched Earth and Aberration. And that was the only time I allowed myself to use like the dino summon code to get some of my guys back. And I knew roughly what level I caught them at. I'm very, very picky when it comes to what dinos I catch and what dinos I don't catch, because I am on max difficulty right now, so I can easily find 150s, or if they're tech, 180s. So I was very, very picky, so I knew what to look for. So when everybody was gone, I knew about what level to try to get back. Between 130 and 150s are what I was catching. Graciously supplied the stuff for it from the island. Also, I have the admin gun because when I play with Solitaire or with my other buddies, random people sometimes join me. And they don't always play nice. They want to be griefers or trolls or whatever. So I have the admin gun in a PvE setting so that if they try to troll me, I can troll them just by killing them. Simple as that. It's my world, it's my game. I'm here to have fun with my buddies and, try to get the storyline and all the lore for the game before the second one comes out. I don't want, somebody showing up on my game trolling me and, trying to kill my dinos or lead stuff over that I don't want led over here. Like, one guy tried to lead a Rex to me once. So, admin gun. I also use the admin gun in building. As you can see, I use it to get rid of the thatch, because I don't want to go through and hold the Y to demolish, meh. So, I forgot greenhouse roofs. I'm gonna have to go back to the island. Alright. So, we're back from the island. And now I have my roof pieces. And these things always mess with me. Like, I have such trouble with these. But this is a pretty easy greenhouse design. If you guys want to build it yourselves, like I said, go to Aaron's page, follow his tutorial. He tells you everything you need. He tells you, you know, where he's actually building it at, you know, all that fun stuff. This is one of the parts I have the most trouble with, is trying to get these to line up. This one is actually in the right spot, I think. Maybe not. Hold on. Snap here. And this one... Come on. There? No, that's too far over. So is this one in the wrong spot? No, it's only got the one snap point. So... that... like that, like that. There we go. Now we got the little star thing on top. I always have trouble with those. I don't know why, but I do. And as you can see in here, you know, we got our little setup going. So I'll just add some storage boxes for like seeds and fertilizer and, you know, stuff like that. I think a couple of little storage boxes in here would be nice, because if, you know, we get a nice excess supply of fertilizer, I won't have to immediately throw it in the plants. I can store it away and use it later. And if we get a lot of seeds, then I can store the seeds as well. I think Solitaire's actually found some. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, now I need to put the finishing touches on this, and I'm thinking that'll do it. So we need to add the last two walls, which are pretty easy to do. Just drop these down, and then I need a door. Where's my door? Oh, I have the door, okay. It's on my hotbar. Okay, door, right about here. Okay, now we put the greenhouse door on, and this should open to the inside if I have this right. Yes, I do. Cool. Nice. Close. There we go. Next up, all we need to do is add the little bit of foundation around the outside edge, put on the stone railings, and we are finished. I need triangle, I think, right? Let me check the video real quick. Like, I have no shame in admitting that yes, I am, you know, checking a tutorial how to build or something. I mean, some people will try to say, oh, this is my design, and no, it's not. Somebody else's design that said that you could use it, so long as you know, let people know where you got it from. But yeah, no, this part's pretty simple now that I remember how to do it. It's been a little bit since I've actually been on Ark. Now I'll go through and switch all the square foundations over to oh, what? Nope, not that. To block. I think block just looks better. You know, it doesn't have quite as much of a rough bump. Like right there, bump, and then no bump. Bump, and then no bump. I think they look cleaner. I usually switch all my square foundations over to block. And finally, we need to put the stone railing on, which is, again, pretty easy to do. So yeah, since I am going on extinction soon, and I've never played Extinction, so I'm really excited about it. Let me know what you guys think I should try to find or tame. That would really help me out. I do have a basilisk on aberration that I can use. The island has a whole bunch of dinos as well I can transfer over. So does Scorched Earth and the center. But as far as like some of the other non-canon maps, like Valguero, Crystal Isles, I'm not quite sure what to use and what not to use. And with that, our greenhouse is done. And I think it looks pretty good, all things considered. If you liked the build, leave a comment down below, hit like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you guys have suggestions for what I should try to tame, let me know, because I've never done extinction before. So I'm kind of going in blind. I don't know where to go build at. I don't know what to really try to get. I know a little bit about the Titans, mainly that you have to shoot some kind of corrupted node off of them and then you're able to tame them for a certain amount of time. I don't know why, but it's something I guess you can do. But yeah, no. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.